Oh, how I love thy law, it is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night. Morning Meditations with C.J. Marshall.
Good morning. Society lives on really three main rules. There's the silver rule, which says do not do unto others as you would not have them do unto you. So just don't do anything so that you won't get anything in return. The brazen rule says, do unto others as they do unto you. So get even. If somebody punches you, you punch them back. And then the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This last rule is what our Lord taught in Matthew 7, verse 12. And he says, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, so you fulfill the law and the prophets. And Paul says something similar to the Galatians in Galatians chapter 5 and verse 14. After talking about not using their liberty as a vice to fulfill the opportunities for their flesh, a vice for their flesh, but to serve one another, he says this. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. But if you bite and devour one another, watch out that you are not consumed by one another. Paul says the whole old law is fulfilled in this one phrase, or one word actually, one idea. Love your neighbor as yourself. Think about it. If I love my neighbor, I won't steal. I won't kill him. I won't rob him. I won't covet his things. And so if you do this, you fulfill the law. James says the same thing in James chapter 2, starting around verse 10. He says, love fulfills the law. But if you use your freedom as a vice to your flesh, verse 13, and you bite and devour one another, watch out lest you also be condemned. Jesus taught us a different way. He taught us to do unto others as they would have them do unto you. Would you imagine for a moment if everybody lived by the golden rule? That standard. People treated others how they wanted to be treated. We would live in a very different world. Instead of biting and devouring one another, there would be unity and harmony. Instead of using our freedom to step on each other's throats, we would lend them a helping hand. Something to think about. The fulfillment of the law is loving my neighbor. It's sometimes a challenge. How are you doing with that this morning? Loving your neighbor, fulfilling the law, not devouring and biting one another, your brethren. It's easy sometimes to do it to those outside the church, but when they're close, your physical family, your spiritual family, it's hard to live up to that statement of Jesus. Love your neighbor as yourself. May that challenge us as we go throughout this week. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Morning Meditations. May we always be like the psalmist that says, "Oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day." I'll see you next time. God bless.
Morning meditations, oh how I love thy law, it is my meditation all the day, all the night, morning through night. And I delight in the law of the Lord, and on his law I meditate day and night.